So last night, God woke me up and gave me more revelation as to why He needed me not to have a job for so long. He needed me to find the value and the worth in myself without that job. See, I was walking around all the time. I work for a millionaire. I work for a millionaire. And I thought the fact that I worked for a millionaire made me valuable, made me somebody, made me worthy because I get to hang around and be in a close personal relationship and be up under and follow up under a millionaire. One day, God was like, are you trying to be the millionaire? Or are you trying to work for the millionaire? Same with the apartment. The apartments that I got evicted from were my dream apartments. That was once a prayer for me to be in those apartments. I idolized those apartments. I felt like since I had my dream job in the apartments that I wanted to have, I was worthy of something. Like, I'm big stuff. I mean something. And then when I lost those things, I lost my sense of self-worth. But my biggest flex was never the fact that I had the apartment that I wanted to have, never the fact that I worked for a millionaire, that I had my dream job. My biggest flex is that I have a close relationship with God and I trust Him and I am obedient and that I know that He's a provider. See, the whole time I've been staying with my God mom while people were all in the comments talking about, you could have got a job, God has provided for me. He may not have provided in a way where I can get my nails done and my hair done however I like and do all that fancy smashy stuff, but my needs were always met. And I'm worth something even without the dream job, even without the apartment. I add value just in my presence by being here. See, because at the time that I was working my dream job, I also had another job. While people were saying I didn't want to work, I had two jobs. Not only did I work for her as a millionaire, I also worked as a servant at Buffalo Wild Wings. And my first job was also a server at IHOP. And so he had to kill my ego and put me in position of being a servant so that I can, when people come to me and they tell me their stories and they have these questions, I can put myself in the shoes of a servant. I can remember that Jesus was a servant and that I am always also to be a servant as I am being of service and adding to the people here. And then like a week ago, right before I posted that video showing y'all my story and how I was living, I heard God say, what is in your hands? What is in your hands? What gift do you have? What did I give you to prosper from? I remember all the time people used to ask me, well, what do you do? What do you do? Because before I even got that dream job, I was living in those apartments a whole entire year with no job, selling my products at the flea market. But yet when people ask me, what do? I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, I got an interview next week, dimming my light. When what I should have been saying is, now when people ask me, what do? I wake up and I seek the kingdom of the kingdom of God first. I wake up and I seek God first, and all things are added unto me. That is what I do. I am a YouTuber. I am an entrepreneur. I am a businesswoman. I am a content creator. I am a messenger for God. I am a prophet of God. Bam. And so when people were commenting those negative things about me not having a job, I had to realize that they're just projecting the fact that without a job, without a 9-to-5, they feel worthless. And God had to make me realize and let me know that you have value without a job. Because God sees me without a job, doing this work that I'm doing now. He sees me as equivalent to a lawyer or a doctor or the people that are so highly respected. Because in God's eyes, I'm not small. My equivalency is not to what job I have. It's what's on the inside. It's what's on my hands. It's my story. It's my testimony. And another reason that He did not have me get a job is because God wanted all the glory from my situation. Nobody is able to say, Jermika got a job. She saved up. She paid for marketing. No, God took nothing and turned it into something. My business grew off of my story. It came out of thin air. I got orders to go do right now when I get off this live, and I'm so excited. So, yeah, I said all this to say that working a job does not define you. Changing lives is more honorable in God's eyes than being a lawyer. Are you changing someone's lives every day? You can change somebody's lives in an instant. You can change somebody's lives in a message. Me telling my story inspires so many people to keep going who are in the same situation as me. So a job does not define you. So if God is calling you to walk away, and you make sure you get confirmations. I asked for so many confirmations before I left my 2 jobs. If God is calling you to walk away, know that he's going to provide for you along the way. I never had to ask my godmom for a dime. God would just show up. Like people would just cash out me. My baby daddy hit the freaking gambling thing at the casino like 2 times for $4,000 and sent me money that lasted me a good bit. Order would come out of nowhere when I didn't have the money for this or when I didn't have it. God provides. So trust him and be obedient. I love y'all. I'm proud of you. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be, and find the lesson in the blessing in the lesson that you're learning right now. So when it's time for you to be prepared, you will be prepared. You will show up prepared because you learned those lessons. You learn from those mistakes. You stop going in the same cycles. Anyway, I love y'all. Be blessed.